After the Ukrainian and Russian delegations met in Istanbul, the Moscow administration announced that it would reduce the number of troops near Kyiv as a sign of good faith and reduced the dose of attacks. The war, which has been going on for about 50 days, has shifted eyes to the east of Ukraine. December. But after it became clear that Russia, which withdrew from the region, was targeting civilians in many towns and cities, especially Bucha, Russian troops were seen advancing into eastern Ukraine. Experts said that Russia was targeting the east of Ukraine, while Ukrainian President Zelensky announced that he was preparing for attacks. Noting that the coming weeks will be very important and tense for the course of the war, Zelensky said, Russia will be even more afraid. They'll be afraid of losing. They will be afraid to realize the truth, he said. Zelensky said, Russian soldiers will prepare much larger operations in the east of our country. They can use missiles against us or even drop bombs from the air. But we are prepared for their moves. We will respond, he said.
Russia's inability to shoot down or jam the Bayraktars is symptomatic of their severe military failings. The success of the Bayraktar has been a huge morale boost to Ukraine. The drone has become an icon of resistance, inspiring popular songs and a slew of memes. While the Russians now claim to have destroyed 37 out of the Ukrainian fleet of 35 Bayraktars, an impressive 106% kill rate, there is only visual confirmation of 3 of these, and the Bayraktars still seem to be very much in operation. But in recent days, fewer videos have appeared of Bayraktar strikes, and more of them acting as artillery observers, finding targets and directing fire. This may be for operational security reasons, but it may reflect a shortage of missiles. Turkey supplied an extra shipment of Bayraktars just before the invasion, but the country is poised uneasily between support for Ukraine and Russia. Officials stressed that the drone deal was a private sale by a Turkish company and not military assistance. President Recep Tayyip Erdogan had said it is impossible for Turkey to join in sanctions against Russia because of its nation's energy needs. While other countries have been racing to supply Ukraine with missiles and other weaponry, there have been no announcements of arms supplied by Turkey since the invasion. Russian pressure or Turkish caution may have cut the supply of MAM missiles for Bayraktars. While Ukraine has plenty of Javelins and other anti-tank missiles, these are not suited to air launch and cannot easily be integrated with drones. The US could supply Hellfire missiles, but these weigh twice as much as MAM, and attaching one to a Bayraktar would be like expecting a swallow to carry a coconut. Fortunately, the US has a handy alternative. A lightweight, laser-guided weapon designed to be launched from aircraft. This is the Advanced Precision Kill Weapon 2, or APKWS. Just as new guidance kits can convert old dumb bombs into precision weapons, APKWS is an upgrade for the US military's vast stocks of old 2.75-inch or 70mm rockets. These 25-pound rockets were originally developed back in the 1940s, carried in pods of 7 or 19 by attack aircraft and helicopters, and fired in volleys to blanket an area. They were used extensively in Vietnam. Russian helicopters are still firing pods of similar unguided rockets in Ukraine. Because it uses standard launchers, APKWS requires no platform integration or aircraft modifications, and because it is loaded and fired just like a standard 2.75-inch rocket, very little additional aviator or ordnance crew training is required, a BAE spokesman told me in a 2012 interview. The Bayraktar has never fired on APKWS, but according to the maker's publicity material, it is compatible with the Sirit missile made by Turkish company Russland. Sirit is identical in concept to APKWS, being a 2.75-inch laser-guided rocket designed to launch from existing aircraft-mounted rails and pods, and being compatible with NATO standard laser designators. BAE was unable to discuss the transfer or the possibility of arming Ukraine's Bayraktars with APKWS, explaining to me that all queries would need to be routed through the US military authorities. The APKWS is lighter than the current missile used by Ukrainian Bayraktars and does not carry such a powerful warhead. However, given that they have been mainly used for destroying fuel trucks and anti-aircraft vehicles rather than tanks, they may not require heavy anti-tank missiles. The lighter weight of the APKWS gives an advantage in loadout rather than 4 MAM, or Bayraktar may be able to carry 6 or more APKWS. Some are now suggesting that the US should supply Ukraine with Reaper drones. This would require extensive training and impose maintenance and logistics requirements, providing weapons to ensure that the Ukrainian Bayraktars can carry on looks like a good short-term measure, and supplying APKWS may be the best way to do that.